Hi students, I am Dr. Anurag Agarwal and this is OSN Academy of English since 1998. We all know that Diwali is around the corner and the entire lot of the students pan-India, they must be expecting some Diwali offer from OSN Academy. And yes, it is a tradition, it is a customary that we as professors and teachers, we always help students, and this is a great privilege for me also, that once a year we give double discount and double offer so that even the weakest part of the society of the students may study at OSN, those who want but due to any reasons they could not communicate, they could not study. So today is the right time when you can book your classes, when you can book your materials, when you can take the crash course or the test series and everything, and that too from us, from OSN Academy. We are giving it, offering it with love and affection as a Diwali offer, much below the cost of the system even, dear. And this happens once in a year because our prices, our fees is so less that in that less fee we are discounting such a great offer. So I would request my technical team to show this bumper dhamaka offer, and that is a flat discount. And I congratulate, I give all the blessings to my students for this Dhanteras, for this Diwali. Diwali is a festival of joy, it is a festival of celebration, it is a festival of brotherhood. And see, today from 17th to 21st of October, you are getting a flat offer of 25%. It is not there up to, it is flat. You may download the application, and yes, don't forget to take a screenshot. जल्दी से स्क्रीनशॉट ले लीजिए और स्क्रीनशॉट के साथ जो व्हाट्सएप नंबर दिया हुआ है इस पे आप व्हाट्सएप करेंगे हमारे एग्जीक्यूटिव को, और जिस भी कोर्स को, जिस भी मटेरियल को, जिस भी चीज़ को आपको चाहिए होगा, आप कह देंगे कि मैम सर आई वांट दिस एंड आई वांट दिस ऑफर. So just save this screenshot in your video, in your mobile with the number on the screen, so that timely you can avail or you can even reserve and book the offer. तो चलिए आज हम लोग चलते हैं अपने नए सेशन की तरफ, और आज का जो सेशन है वो बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट होने वाला है. द रीजन इज आई एम गोइंग टू टीच हिस्ट्री ऑफ इंग्लिश लिटरेचर एंड ड्रामा. Means history of English literature is one of the most important and vital and the most integral support system pillars for every student, maybe from BA, MA, IGNU, IES, PCS, GDC, GIC, anything. If this topic, if this portfolio is not strong, believe me, my dear students, that competition level will be weak. You will not be able to identify that where you are losing your marks. So just have a pen and paper, and from starting till the end, be with me here and imagine and correlate and understand from the back of your mind that yes, why students study with OSN Academy. I would like to teach here today in the pure English system because I have two batches of English NET and other exams, bilingual and pure English. So for example, यहाँ देखिए, this is a लिखा है, this is a pure English batch and here it is bilingual batch. So today I would like to teach in pure English. जरा बहुत हिंदी इस्तेमाल हो गया automatically, that is a different thing, but I would like to teach today in the pure English. But yes, those Hindi belt students will also enjoy and they will understand that why South India students, West Bengal students, Kashmir students, Delhi NCR students, South India students, they take the pure English batch. Even the UP, Bihar, Rajasthan and all here students, 20% they take the pure English, 80% they take the bilingual. Apart from this, my dear students, this is my study material, this is the combo with the crash course, and this is the Kohinoor which I say, and that is called, you can say, the 3 volumes. So in case whoever wishes, they may take this Diwali bumper offer. Our love and affection and guidance and blessings always with you. So do study, do command. This offer is only to help you, my dear students. It is only to make your Diwali full of brightness, so that this big amount which you are going to save just as an extra affection from us, You may put it somewhere else, in the diya lamps, in the fuljaris, in the crackers, in the rasgullas, and so many things. So it is my wish that my students who know OSN Academy and they wish to inculcate the best knowledge, they may get this Diwali gift from all of us. I hope that you will be very happy to find this. Now, अब हम यहाँ पे लिखते हैं स्टूडेंट्स, ध्यान दीजिएगा, हम जो पढ़ाने जा रहे हैं वो बहुत ही कीमती है आप लोगों के लिए. एंड सी हिस्ट्री ऑफ इंग्लिश लिटरेचर एंड ड्रामा. एंड this class is for IES, for NET, for GDC, for GIC, for LT, for DSSB, and for all literature exams. Fine. So just have a copy, pen and paper. So note down few of the things which I am going to tell extempore in my class. Brajesh Upadhyay, namaste Brajesh. Those students who are live here and those who will be coming live, I would advise them to just say a hi, hello to me on your comment box, and you may make me feel that yes sir, I am listening to you. That will give me motivation to give you extra efforts for this. And yes, don't forget to like and subscribe the channel. Now, to start with this, I am just rubbing this part. The history of English literature and drama. Madhu Kumari, good morning Madhuji. The history of English literature actually involves a number of different kinds of history. Involves a number of different kinds of history at once. Now, देखते जाइए, just see to it carefully that what I am teaching and what you are getting that Kohinoor level of class. The history of English literature actually involves a number of different kinds of history at once. There is the literature belonging to particular political or social eras in the history of England. Again, I am repeating, there is a literature belonging to particular political or social eras in the history of England. The literature that is reflecting a certain set of ideals, a certain set of philosophies, and the literature that has its own internal unity and even identity. At different times, one kind of history seems predominant over the others. एक समय में one kind of history seems predominant over the others. So what happens? The ambiguity is coming. Not able to understand clearly, इसको कहते हैं ambiguity. So this ambiguity is indicated by the names scholars conventionally give to the various periods of English literature. जैसे कुछ periods का नाम है, some periods are named for the great and the political and the literary figures. And what is that figure? The Victorian period. For example, the Victorian period. Now, this Victorian period is also known as the age of Johnson. Some for the prevailing themes, some for the prevailing ideas. जैसे आपने देखा होगा the Renaissance, ये अपने आप में एक अलग हिस्ट्री है. Then you have the romantic period. Fine. And some old English period, then middle English period. For them, for the language in which their works are written, accordingly we justify and we give. So now, or therefore, the discussion for each period of English literature described in the article includes what? Includes references to the ideas, discoveries, and national history that affected the writers of that period. To the general literary milieu, that is, those writers and works that epitomize the spirit of their age, and to those very great able writers like Chaucer, like Milton, like James Joyce, who contain and define the best of their age and even transcend the terms history and period. So, this lecture, which is going to also include in it a discussion of English drama during the medieval period. And for a discussion of post medieval drama, I would suggest you that you should also consult English drama, that is the history of English drama. And yes, I would also be teaching you today. Now, I would like to teach here today like old English literature. Fine. Now, what is old English literature? The history of English literature before the Renaissance. Before Renaissance. The history of English literature before Renaissance falls into two periods. And what are these two periods? And these are distinguishable both by historic events and linguistic changes. So the first, known as Old English period, begins in AD 450 से 550 AD. This is the first. And this is known with the invasion of Britain by Germanic tribes, commonly designated as Anglo-Saxons, and ends with the conquest of the island by William of Normandy. And what was the date? That was in 1066. And the second, that is the Middle English period. ये क्या हो गया? This is the Old English period. This is the Middle English period. The second begins about 1150 AD, when the native language, having been temporarily eclipsed, one more came to be widely used in writing. और यहां जैसे मैंने नॉर्मन्स बताया, नॉर्मन कॉन्क्वेस्ट बताया, बिफोर द नॉर्मन कॉन्क्वेस्ट the language of England had been a Germanic speech closely related to the dialects of the low-lying coast of Germany and Holland. Many questions come in the examination. Previously, many used to come, up to come aata hai, but you have to understand the concept. Without the concept, nothing is possible. And during the Middle English period, however, there were numerous internal changes as well as borrowings from the French after the 12th century. और ये दोनों eras थे, throughout both the eras, because England was constantly involved in trade. It was constantly involved in invasion and wars on the continent. English culture incorporated certain foreign influences, Latin, Germanic, and Celtic in the first period, Latin and French in the second period. So this is how I teach students the history of English literature so that it goes into your blood for answering anything. In the new concept, you have seen that many exams are pre-mains and descriptive oriented. I get so many calls that, sir, I'm unable to write. When I ask that, do you know history? They said, no, sir. So that is why today I have taken this hard work to make new and old students understand if they are studying with books and they are not able to qualify this exam, they must not delay a lot and they must go for either the bilingual or the pure English. For example, today I am teaching in a pure English system. So this pure English means in the same way you will get my classes in the pure English batch. Anjuma, good morning, and Divya, good morning. So now I move ahead. It was only with the conversion of the Anglo-Saxons to Christianity. Now understand, Anglo-Saxons to Christianity. Now, it was only with the conversion, यहाँ पे लिख देता हूँ C. C मतलब conversion. It was only with the conversion of the Anglo-Saxons to Christianity that the art of writing books became known. Art of writing books became known. This is a very important concept. It was only with the conversion of Anglo-Saxons to Christianity that the art of writing books became known. Irish missionaries established monastic schools. Irish missionaries established monasteries. Irish missionaries established monastic schools north of the river Humber, while Roman missionaries did the same in the southern England, and that was beginning in Kent, Kent. The earliest and the most prolific school of Old English literature arose in Northumbria under Celtic and Roman influence. But the culture of this period was terminated by incursions of pagan Scandinavian Vikings. And that was about, I think, 808 AD onwards. Successful resistance to these invaders and a revival of learning and letters were fostered in the south in a place known as Wessex by King Alfred and his successors. Now, one more thing important. Two important facts emerge from these circumstances which I have just told you. Pehla, all recorded verse and prose, even works dealing with the pagan times and themes, was written by Christian authors, mostly clerics. No direct information on oral literature antedating the conversion is available. Second, the manuscripts now surviving are almost all of a date of a late date and prevailingly in the West Saxon dialect. Whatever their original dialect of composition might have been, thus we can say the Old English is literally a foreign language, since Middle and Modern English are primarily based on the London-centered dialect of Chaucer and his contemporaries. Now, there was something known as creative literature. Creative literature, as opposed to learned works and translations, was composed in verse. The main body of the Old English poetry is preserved in 4 manuscripts, all dating from the late 10th or early 11th century. The main body of the Old English poetry, main body of, इसको जरूर लिखिएगा, the main body of the Old English poetry is preserved in 4 manuscripts. 4 manuscripts. ठीक है? All dating from late 10th to early 11th century. Now, what are these 4? ये आपको पता होना चाहिए. पहला, what is the first? The Junius manuscript. Junius. बहुत ध्यान से सुनिएगा. The Junius manuscript of the Bodleian Library of the ये इसका नाम सुना है आप लोगों ने, एंड ये कहाँ है? दिस इज इन ऑक्सफोर्ड, containing biblical paraphrases in epic style. Containing biblical paraphrases in एक वर्ड भूल गए यहाँ पे, एपिक स्टाइल. So this is the first, जो मैंने आपको बताया, the main body of the Old English poetry is preserved in 4 manuscripts. 4 manuscripts में पहला था the Junius manuscript of the Bodleian Library, Oxford, containing biblical paraphrases in the epic style. Can anybody tell me what is the second? The Versailles book. Second is the Versailles book, preserved in the Cathedral Library. In the Cathedral Library of Versailles in Italy. Of Versailles in Italy, which includes, इनमें क्या था? इनमें 5 religious poems थी, which include 5 religious poems. Includes 5 religious poems and some prose homilies. Third क्या है आपको पता है? The Beowulf manuscript. The Beowulf manuscript. So important. You must have read the story of the Beowulf. And the fourth is Exeter book. The Exeter, the Exeter book, in the chapter library of Exeter Cathedral, which is a collection of poems. ये किसी को शायद पता ना हो, शायद ये जो है, it is a collection of poems. It is a collection of poems. During the Old English period, the standard unit of versification was the alliterative long line. It consists of two half lines separated by a marked pause, in each of which there are two heavily accented syllables. At least two of the four syllables alliterate. Fine. So I hope, my dear students, that this history of English literature class, you can understand the value, you can comprehend the in-depth study, you can understand the value of the content provided by me, and the clarity through which the students of OSN Academy have been studying past 27 years. And I really hope that this Diwali you will make yourself, promise yourself that yes, now I have to study. So just get the great offers and start studying. Thank you.